This lady used bread as knee pads while she looks at other bread. Honestly, I'll take it. My brain is poisoned, so I thought she was using knee pads for something else. I'm not talking about proper skateboarding safety. That's on me, no one else. I've got some healing to do. Hi again, guys, and y'all know I am not going outside properly. Whenever I need groceries, I hit the nearest corner store for 1 or 2 items at a time as I need them. I walk there with earbuds in, get out, and minimize human interaction. I haven't been to like a big box top store in at least a fortnight, as in 2 weeks. And because of that, I'm very out of touch. I don't have any idea what's going on in those places other than through the lens of what I see on the internet. And like any good Twitter user, I'm gonna let the very selectively biased stuff I see online color my entire view of what the outside world is like. I'm gonna get even more scared of going out because of it and have my fears reinforced by staying inside and continue to feed that vicious cycle. And to make that happen most effectively, I'm gonna be looking at posts from the subreddit r/peopleofwalmart, where folks will catalog some of the very unique individuals you can see trudge through the aisles of those stores. I lost my dad at Walmart and ended up finding him in the garden section watering plants. Listen, it's a natural instinct for dads to perform lawn care. You can't blame a father for making dad jokes, the same way you can't blame a border collie for trying to herd anything it sees move. If you enjoy this video, this card at the end will take you to another one like it. Also, only 20% of y'all are subscribed with notifications on. If you subscribe and hit the bell icon, you'll never miss an upload, and you can always undo it later. I think it would be great if Walmart added an upper level observation with a full bar. You know, I am a big fan of this idea. It's not like the stores aren't tall enough. It's just kind of a shame it hasn't been implemented yet. But you can kind of simulate that experience if you start sipping a mixed drink while watching this video. Honestly, I feel like a lot of activities could benefit from a treatment like this. A lot of people just hated golf across the board until Topgolf added a bar, got rid of needing to aim, and added food to order. Like, imagine how big lacrosse could be if it wasn't exclusive to gay people and you could get a little shit-faced while tossing those balls. Someone is about to put 2 and 2 together. I would almost agree with the caption about this guy if it didn't look like there was already a belt hanging from the loops of this guy's pants. And personally, I don't really see an issue with the outfit as it is. It's not like there's any indecent exposure. That shirt hangs low enough that everything is still properly covered up. People will sometimes wear skirts and dresses that only go as low as that shirt is hanging, and when in public, they're fine. And this guy's still wearing pants underneath it when they aren't. I say let him rock his style, man. He ain't hurting no one. I was at Walmart tonight, and I saw this man with a cart full of stuffed animals. When I asked him why, my heart became full. He told me that every year he dresses up as Santa and walks the halls of the children's ER and delivers one to each child. This man deserves to be recognized. Stories like these are important when we talk about these kind of topics. Walmart is a place that has a stigma, but in reality, it's a truly neutral location where people from all walks of life make a pilgrimage to a shared social space. It almost acts as that missing third place outside of home and work that Americans have been lacking since the scourge of car-centric infrastructure. Anybody who grew up in the suburbs remembers that when you wanted to hang out with friends, you would go to a Walmart or Target to kill time. It was just the most entertaining thing we had going on. And just to be clear, I don't think this guy is lying about why he's buying these plushies. I just think it's fun to imagine if he was. That shit would be so funny. He's just at home adding to his Squishmallow pile and sees he's going viral for being a good Samaritan. Just chuckles to himself. Those fucking suckers. It says here that you should be in hell, but since you work for Walmart, we'll count it as time served. Okay, if this seems like a boomer-ass meme to you, you'd be right. The shit is like 5 years old, at least as that's when it was posted. But to be fair, it does have the poorly edited text macros to change what the subject of the meme is, so it is kind of ahead of its time by today's standard. The reason for it being so old, though, is that I'm looking at the top posts from the People of Walmart subreddit of all time. So some of what we're looking at is quarantine-era shenanigans that have the strappings of the time baked into them, but still, some of the old stuff is gold stuff, so it gets admitted into the club. Also, per my comments on the post before this one, Walmart is less like hell to me and more a purgatory. It's like a waiting room where you stay while being judged for your actions in your life. I'm shopping at a North Carolina Walmart right now, and this man has a live possum on his shoulder. Okay, whoever posted this is an uninformed fool. They spelt possum without an O at the start. You only find possum spelt starting with a P in Australia. The little homie hanging on a big homie's shoulder while the devil's on the other is actually the only marsupial native to North America. They might look like rodents, but they're actually so much more. They're very good for the environment and are technically incapable of getting rabies because of their lower body temperature. And despite how scary they might look to you, they are very non-violent. They almost always choose to play dead when feeling threatened, rarely attacking. They're all bark, no bite, and they barely even bark. They're also very beautiful to me. I still wouldn't approach one of these if you see one in the wild because, you know, it's a wild animal. Respect its space and it will respect yours. Sorry about that tangent. If you're a long-time Kwite viewer, you'll remember I had a phase where I thought possums were the cutest animals ever. I just haven't gotten to to info dump about them in a few years now, so this is as good an excuse as any for me. Who did this at Walmart? Listen, this picture was posted before the rise of AI, so the image is real. It proves that brooms are capable of standing upright on their own, coming to life, and cleaning up after themselves with some level of sapience. And with all these facts in mind, the fact that they don't clean up my own home on their own while also refusing to pay rent legally classifies them as squatters. I will be evicting them ruthlessly. Vaccinate your crotch goblins. This being in reference to vaccinating your kids when people were all like, I know no wanna a few years back. It's a very dated reference at this point, I know. I only bring it up because I have to satisfy my font autism and point out that your crotch goblins is written out in the Black Ops 2 menu font. It's non-negotiable, I have to acknowledge it. Cinnamon roll can explodes inside man's butt during shoplifting incident. And that's everything you need to know about the people of Walmart. Okay, before we get into the contents of this post, I have some strong words for the dude who formatted this meme. I'm grading this an F. It's like you barely tried. See me after class. First, crop the image. It's been built into the screenshot function on iPhones for years. And I know you have an iPhone because of the shape of that scroll bar on the right. Also, why is the text I'm supposed to read last at the top of the screen and not on the bottom? English speakers are programmed to go left to right, top to bottom, in that order of operations. Jesus, this must be how audiophiles feel when hearing bad acoustics. Most people don't notice the quality changes, but when you're as deep in this internet bullshit as me, all you can see is what's wrong with the things that other people let themselves enjoy. Oh, wait, right, I was gonna talk about the cinnamon rolls exploding in a dude's butt. Cream and butthole. That shit is crazy. I wish that were me instead. Dear Walmart shoppers, please don't do this. It's made us cart pushers' jobs 10 times harder. Jesus Christ, not only is this harder for cart pushers, but certainly this is more difficult for the shoppers too. It's one thing if somebody doesn't put the cart in the parking space area when they're done shopping, but all these individuals decided to physically lift their cart over the curb and line them up on the mulch between parked cars. No shit, this makes a cart pusher's job harder. It's harder for a shopper to do this. The only reason someone would is if they're trying to fuck with you on purpose. I got yelled at by a manager for not wearing a t-shirt under my vest. I argued with her for a while, and when I explained that I, in fact, do not work here, she calmed down. You know, this was a cross post from r/fuckyou Karen, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't really think this lady fits the bill. Bro was wearing a high-vis vest, and the manager thought he worked there, like, cause that's something employees wear. So she was like, you can't be doing that per company policy. But when she found out that he wasn't an employee, she calmed down. To me, that sounds like a rational individual who maybe jumped to conclusions a little quickly, but when given more information, corrected her mistake. This will definitely keep you corona-free. And the dude he's talking about's definition of covering up his mouth was stuffing a ball gag in it. It is kind of crazy that those things make talking and breathing harder than any face mask would, I would know. But it will give 0% of the protection. It's just a ton of inconvenience for none of the reward. Except maybe sexual gratification, I guess. Is this what these are for? Someone ponders. As a man, perhaps the camera person's SO sticks a baby in front of a security cam. You know, technically speaking, humans have evolved to not be very vertically aware. It's why our vision is wider than it is tall. It's why we prefer monitors to be wider than they are tall. And also why we get annoyed at vertical videos a lot. But that can't be the whole story, because we have some very ingrained vertical instincts. Like when we walk under a doorway, we have the urge to jump up and slap the top of the door frame. And especially when we see a camera walking around in a store, we have to look up and wave at it. Sometimes we even take a picture of ourselves on the screen. This dude is just doing the evolutionary endpoint of this tendency. He's prepping the next generation for what they will be humanly inclined to do as they reach the age of maturity. This little boy at Walmart praying in front of a missing children sign. I respect that a prayer is supposed to stay between an individual and the deity they have faith in, but my mind still wonders what moral alignment this kid is praying for. Is he hoping for the safe return of these children to their families who missed them and probably want to be reunited with them? Or is he praying they stay gone because there's one kid on that list who bullied him in class, and while he didn't want him gone like this necessarily, he would have settled for just moving to a different city. His life is a hell of a lot easier without having to put up with that shit in class. I should probably be telling my therapist this stuff instead of you, huh? October 2013. I'm so sick of Walmart employees having the worst attitude towards customers. It's not my fault Walmart is the only place that would hire you. Then later in April 2016, started a new job at Walmart. Speak not your contempt of others, lest it be cast upon yourself later. I got mad respect for Walmart employees. Sure, we have all had bad experiences with retail workers in the past, but retail workers have a bad experience with people every fucking day, and they have to suck it up most of the time if they want to get paid. If an employee at Walmart is going off on me, generally speaking, I'll just let them have it, man. They probably needed this. And I'm a content creator who reads way too many comments about myself, so I can take it. Speaking of, let's give love to that demographic of the people of Walmart. The employees employees. Charlene is a Walmart employee who poses with sale items for the store's local Facebook page. Okay, this is my goat. She doesn't even have to smile in order to spread joy. She just puts on the milk stash or gets in the pile of stuffed animals, lays on the bag of dirt, and starts stunting. If I haven't made it clear, the type of person I have the most respect for is those who commit to the bit. We would like to congratulate Redacted as being chosen as our cashier of the week. She's gotten customer compliments recently for her friendly and speedy service. Way to go, Redacted. Congratulations, Redacted. I went to Walmart one day trying to steal a 65-inch television, and Redacted helped me carry it out because she thought I already paid for it. I'm not bringing this up to dunk on the cashier of the week. It's just funny. If this event was real, then it seems like she was just trying to be helpful, and still, the guy who said all this is probably lying about it. Before I covered up his information, this dude had his full government name plastered next to him saying that shit. Can you imagine if you got away with shoplifting something as expensive as a 65-inch TV and then admitted to doing it for the sake of a bit? Again, I respect folks who commit, but damn, that might be even more than I'm brave enough to do. I just watched a woman drink laundry detergent at Walmart, bottle to mouth in the aisle. I said nothing, but when we made eye contact, she just gasped and was like, "I'm gonna buy it." Bro, I'm not worried about buying it. What the fuck are you doing? I really don't have an answer for that. Like, at least alcoholics who drink mouthwash that will tear through the lining of their stomach and kill them way faster than normal booze are doing it to get drunk. Also, never do that shit, by the way. It's incredibly fucking dangerous. This just feels like someone in need of immediate intervention, which, you know, I guess alcoholics do too. Looking at this same problem in the opposite direction, when the Walmart lady asked why I needed so much antifreeze, apparently fruit punch for the trick-or-treaters was not the correct answer. Bro, I could have told you that. And it's definitely not from experience. You know, I've learned that when I get too close to admitting to a crime that I definitely did not commit, it means that it's probably a good time to wrap a video up. That card I mentioned should be on screen. If you enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and I'm on to you.